What's going on, guys? Xaydz here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make your very own Minecraft thumbnail for your Minecraft videos. So before we get right into it, I'm going to give you a list of all of the software and the add-on that you need to make your thumbnail. So the first thing you want to do, you need to install Blender. You need Mineways. You need Minecraft. Of course, if you didn't know, it's a Minecraft thumbnail video. And lastly, for an add-on, you need MC Prep. Okay, so what MC Prep is, it is a add-on which allows you to import Minecraft model and change the skin directly in Blender. And then what Mineways is it's an app that, or rather a software that gets your Minecraft maps from your PC and export it into Blender as an OBJ file. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is open up Blender. After you install, you want to open up Blender and make a new file. So first thing we're going to do in the Blender file is we're going to press X, and we're going to delete this cube because this cube is quite unnecessary and nobody's gonna use that. Next thing is we need our map. We need our Minecraft map in Blender, which is where Mineways comes in after. So first, you want to build a map. You want to go into a single player map or world. You want to create a new world. You're gonna make it creative. You're gonna go set this to super flat because honestly, it's so much better if you set it to super flat. It's easier to find, and as well is that it doesn't really take much of your space and doesn't end up lagging your PC when you put it into Blender. So yeah, I already made a map for this, so let's just get into this. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is a cave that I've made. Not really good, to be honest. It's a cave that I've worked on for, a thumbnail. And I don't know why there's a lot of bats in here. Alright, yeah, so we've made this map. We made this cave in a flat world. I think I should add some more ores because it doesn't really look much of a cave. First thing I want to do is, yeah, you gotta make Minecraft map yourself, or you could save one from the internet. Depends on what you want to do and depends on what your video and title is about. So I'm just gonna be making like survival type thumbnail right in the cave. So by the way, don't worry if mobs spawn. It's not gonna do a thing. Mineways only imports the blocks within the area. So yeah, we're done with that. We already made the map. Yada yada yada. We're gonna save and quit. Make sure it's here in the server, in the worlds, my saved worlds. Right there. It's cave for thumbnail. We're good. All right. Get out of Minecraft. The next thing you want to do, once you have MC Prep installed, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go into Edit. You're going to go into Preferences. Go into Add-ons. Install. And look for the MC Prep. Don't unzip, by the way. Once you have MC Prep, do not unzip. I repeat, do not unzip. Leave it as it is. You click on it. Click on Install Add-on. Look for the MC Prep add-on right here. Click on it to enable and rejoice. You have MC Prep installed. Now we can get to the next step. What you want to do is open up Mineways. If you haven't installed it, it doesn't really take that much space, so just install it, open it up, and first thing you want to do is open up the file, open world, and you want to go into the world. Here is my saved worlds here. I got the biome parker, we got this and that, but we're going for the cave, right? So it loads up the map of your whole world right here. You can see this is where I built the cave. Right. So Mineways isn't really too hard to use. You know, left click to move around the map. You scroll wheel to zoom in. I'm gonna just really zoom in like really near. And what you want to do is you right click wherever you want near your build. So I just want this section right here, this whole area. So you want to right click it, drag it until you know it covers pretty much everything you want, and it's all in pink. Yeah, so if it's in pink, that means it's selected. Don't worry, it doesn't do anything. It just selects that area for your map. And once you do that, you want to click on file, you want to click on export for rendering, or you can do Control R. Right. Okay, so let's just make another thumbnail, another folder, so it doesn't really get confused with the textures and all that. Right. Cave for thumbnail. Right. And we're gonna save it as cave. Cave 3. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter what you name your OBJ file. Alright, you can copy all of this if you want, because this is the recommended settings, I suppose. You know, I don't really mess a lot with this, so just copy that. Or if it's already like this, just leave it by default. Do not touch the box minima and box maximum, because that's what's right here, the pink area. That's what we just selected. So if you're satisfied with that, just keep it like that, okay? Good. We're gonna press OK. We're gonna click yes, and we're gonna get out of Mineways. Next thing you want to do is you're gonna want to go into File. Click on File. You click on Import, and you go into the wavefront.obj. We're gonna import it, so we gotta find our folder, which is for thumbnail. Right. You gotta find your .obj. Pretty easy to find, to be honest. So as long as you organize it, you can find it. So we're going to the .obj. We're going to import .obj, and boom, it's in Blender. Right now, it's kind of looking just gray, no colors, none of that, okay? No textures whatsoever. That's fine. Nothing's wrong. What's happening right now is that the viewport rendering or shading, the viewport shading is currently set to solid. Just solid mode, because there's 4 modes, which is the display as a wire edge, we got the display in solid mode, we got the display in material mode, and the display in the render mode, the preview. What you want to do if you want to see the textures is you're going to click on viewport shading for the material preview mode. Right there you go. Now you can see the textures. Not too hard, you know, to be honest. You can see the coal textures. We can see the iron. We got the cobble. Everything's here. So it should be fine. It's not crashing my PC because we made this on a flat world. So it shouldn't be too much right here. Okay, we're good. Right. Now that we have that, we have the map in here. You're going to want your character inside the file, right? You want it to be in the thumbnail. So what we're gonna do is with MC Prep, the add-on, we're gonna open it right here. We're gonna go all the way down and find mob spawner. Right, mob spawner. I don't care if it's not player. Mob spawner, okay? That's where we're gonna that's what we're gonna find. We're gonna reload the assets, and boom, everything should be here. Any mob that you want. Well, we're not here for mobs. We're here to look for this simple player. It depends. If you're a boy, select simple player. If you're a girl, select simple player slim. Right now, I'm a boy, so we're gonna spawn in our player right here. Move it up real quick. We're gonna make this, you know, aligned with kind of the map right now. Hold up. So it doesn't look like I'm freaking going through the world. I kind of look like I'm floating. So there you go. Okay, we're good. Alright. Now, if you want your skin to be loaded in, that's where MC Prep also comes in. You know, it's the same with how you spawn. You need MC Prep. So we're going to look for this area here, the skin swapper. We're going to click on skin from file, or you could use your username. I have a saved file, so we're going to be looking for my file of my skin, which I have to find first. All right, there you go. It did not load. It did not load. Boom, boom. Okay, there you go. Now I'm in the game. There you go. You can see this works with Java skins, probably with Bedrock as well. It doesn't really, I'm not too sure if it really matters, but yeah, we have our skin here. Now, you want to pose it, right? You wanna move it. You move it anywhere you want. You can move it with this, but the thing is, posing. You're gonna want to know how to pose your Minecraft character, because you know, depending on what the thumbnail is about, what the video is about, you're gonna want to pose it in whatever pose you want. Right. So what you want to do? Click off of your character. Click on the armatures. Right. Once you click on that, you're gonna see this right here, right? The object mode. You want to click on that, and you're gonna click on pose mode. That's where we can pose. I think for pose mode, I recommend using rotate. It's kind of, yeah, you're gonna have to use rotate. You want to click on them one by one. You can move them like this as well, which is kind of weird, but if you're gonna use rotate, you can pose it so much easier than having to use the move tool. But yeah, you want to pose depending on whatever armature you select. So let's say I select this. This is like kind of the bottom of my arm. Yeah, kind of weird. That's kind of freaky. Yeah. You can also pose your head in whatever way you want. But yeah, we're gonna get to posing. This is kind of the fun part, to be honest. So you're gonna want to pose. I'm gonna pose my character holding a torch, so let's just get to posing. Alright, there you go. We have my character posed in a way where he's like holding a torch, and we have this area here where, you know, he could be holding, let's say, a sword. Okay, we're gonna give him a sword. But first, you don't want to see this, right? You don't want to see the freaking armatures. You don't want to see that in the thumbnail. So we're gonna go into here. We're gonna select we're gonna select this right here. Yeah, the simple player armatures. We're gonna hide that. We're gonna click on the eye logo right here, and we're gonna hide that. And boom, you can't see it. Now, the most important part of the thumbnail is how it's going to be rendered. So you want to click on this camera right here, camera view. You want to go into your camera view. You're going to click, sorry, not click on it. You're going to go into camera view, and you're going to use the keybind shift and comma or apostrophe, sorry. Yeah. So what this does is it gives you free cam when you're in the camera. So let's say I'm making the thumbnail, right? I don't want it to look here. The thumbnail is just gonna be that, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna go and find a good angle for this. Maybe this. Right, okay, so I guess this is a really good angle for me, at least. Right. So we have the camera put there. You can get out of the camera after you're settled in with however you want it to look. You want to get out the camera, just click on the camera logo again. And yeah, it should be fine. You can double check every time you want to. You can use the same keybind, which is shift apostrophe, if you want to move it again. You can also use the keybind not only in camera, but in free mode, so you can actually have a free cam just so modeling can be so much easier. Yeah, you can make it so much easier doing this. So I'm gonna go here so it's easier for me to place a torch and tool. So you might be wondering, how the heck do I, bring in blocks, maybe tools, like a torch, maybe? You're gonna want to learn how to do that, right? So we're gonna close off mob spawner. We're gonna go back into the spawner area here. We're gonna click on block model spawner. Yeah, you can bring pretty much anything, like an amethyst block. But we're not doing that right now. I'm gonna be looking for a torch, the block instead, okay? Because that looks so much better. Right here, I believe. Hold up. If we can find torch. There you go, torch. Grab this torch real quick. There isn't going to be light in the torch just yet. So that's the thing that you're going to want to add manually. I'll show you that in a bit, depending on how your lighting is going to be. So, by the way, if you want to resize like blocks and stuff, just press S. If you're new to Blender, you're gonna want to press S so you can resize them. I think this is a good size. Let me just move that here. I think this is good. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Now that I've shown you how to do blocks, you can do the same for tools by going to the item spawner by closing block model spawner. You can see it's so much easier. You go into the item spawner, you can spawn any item in the game. So let's go and grab a diamond sword. Let's say a diamond sword. Right, we're gonna place a diamond sword. Boom, we have a diamond sword, which looks incredible. I love it. Okay, we're gonna want to add it here. So rotate. You don't need pose mode for this. You can do this just, in object mode. You're gonna want to do it in object mode actually. Maybe the sword is a bit too big, a tad bit too big, so let's just do that. Right, okay. Boom, boom. Maybe move it a little bit in there. Yeah, maybe out. Now, the objects are the kind of annoying part when I make a thumbnail. Like, sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate properly, which is annoying. But, we'll get it. We'll get it. There you go. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, that's a big problem, though. Okay, it's fine. Maybe move it a little bit there, so it doesn't look like getting freaking impaled by the freaking... Sorry, that. There you go. That seems so much better. Alright. Alright, now that you have your character with whatever items you want it to have, you're gonna want to go into the viewport shading once again, and this time you're gonna click on display render view, so you can see how the lighting works inside and for the render. Right, it's looking pretty dark, pretty dang dark, if you ask me, and that's not good, because then this is how it's gonna render, and it wouldn't make really much sense if the torch didn't have any light, right? That's where I come in. You're gonna want to add a light, which you can go into here, go into light. You can either add a sun, point, spot, an area, but it's usually a point, so you're gonna add a point. But by default, you should have a light already right here. All right. Oh, okay, hold up. This light does not look good for a Minecraft thumbnail. And, you know, it's Minecraft, right? Torches don't really emit this color of light. So let me just get this lighting over here. We can do this properly. All right. So it's looking pretty shiny. Right. And light in Minecraft doesn't really emit like that. So depending on where you are or what lighting you're using, what light source. Me personally, I'm using a torch, which is orange, red. You know, you can have either. It's mostly orange, so we're gonna go with orange. So, what you want to do, if you want to change the color and you want to change how bright it is, you're gonna click on the light right here. So, you click on light and then go into it and click on this light right here, the point. Here, it gives us a menu where we can change the color and the power, as well as the volume, the radius, the specular, the diffuse, everything, okay? So, first of all, we're going to change the color because that looks very not Minecraft. So, we're going to go with, yeah, this seems fine. This seems, no, not brown. We're going to go with orange. So, we're going to go with orange. That seems better, okay. Now, it's kind of too bright, so we're going to lower down the power. Do this quick. Right, okay, that seems good. The radius. You can adjust the radius like this. I think that's a good enough radius. The volume can stay. Yeah, volume can stay. Honestly, you could in this part you can mess around with the lighting. It really depends on you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems nice. So if you want, you can have that. If it's the sun, that looks very bad. So we're just gonna go with a. Ooh, wait. Okay, you could also you could experiment with this as well. But personally, I think you should be using point. But yeah, there are other options you can use like sun, spot, and area. Honestly, sun is not really good for a light source like that. So you can use either point, spot, and area. I personally just use point because I feel like it's better for Minecraft. Alright. Yep. I think I could add more lighting, which could be like over here. Let's just adjust this real quick. Or you know what? Let's not. It could be like I'm alone in a cave, right? Pretty cool. Right, okay. I think I'm satisfied with this. Now, you can honestly just at this point, at this step, you can honestly just mess around with whatever you want for your thumbnail. Me personally, this is good, but I'm gonna mess around and I'm gonna add maybe a mob behind me, you know, like let's say a zombie. We could add a zombie in here, right? Who could like be behind me. Right, okay, so this is kind of fun, this part, okay. Because I don't know why, but zombie has fingers for this, but that's actually honestly pretty cool. W to the MC prep team for coming up with this. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm pretty sure this is mainly used for animations. So yeah, you could also use it for animations if you want. Or maybe I could spawn in like a warden instead. So that's like really scary. I don't think like I'm gonna get, messed up by a freaking mob. So yeah, go. Go into pose mode, which is pretty difficult for mobs, to be honest. There you go. Okay. And once again, we can hide the armatures, which is pretty good. Always do remember to turn off the armatures, like viewing visibility for the armatures, because that's gonna be really bad in the thumbnail. So let's just do that, and also it looks really messy anyway. Yeah, okay. I think that looks pretty nice. Yep, I think that's good enough. That seems good. Alright, once you're satisfied with your thumbnail, how it looks like, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go into file, no, not file, render. You're gonna want to go into render and click on render image. And boom, it renders. Just like that, we have thumbnail that we can use. Now you can mess around with whatever. You can add text and all that on Opera, or rather just in the internet in general, which is called Pixlr. You can use this. Create new, goes thumbnail 720p, boom, bada boom. And you once you save that image, you can drag and drop. So let's just go into if you want to save this, you want to click onto image and click save as. And I'm just gonna name this example. Right, we can get out of that, and we're gonna want to find our. We're gonna want to find that image right there. Okay, drag and drop from your files, and click add current. And then set it to the ratio right there. Boom. Add whatever, like blah 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 blah. We can add that. We can do that. We can add this, right? We can go click on file, save, and blah blah blah. We got our thumbnail. Congratulations, you got your thumbnail if you've made it this far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Congrats, you thumbnail. Now mess around with whatever you want. Yeah, personally, this is my way of making thumbnails. There are other models you can get, not just MC Prep. You can search them up on YouTube if you want. But yeah, me personally, I use MC Prep. It's pretty simple, pretty nice to use. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to have any facial expressions on my characters. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.